What is romance? Is it a bouquet of flowers, a fleeting game of attraction? Or is it something ancient? We often mistake lust for love and ritual for devotion. But today, we travel beyond the physical. We move past the rituals of breaking coconuts and offering gifts to uncover the real offering, your own consciousness. From the transformation of Valmiki to the divine madness of Ramakrishna, we explore the journey from Saguna, devotion with form, to the ultimate Nirguna, the formless connection. Discover the true definition of love: listening, observation, venture, and evolution. We will learn how to find the witness inside you, how to silence the breath to hear the Anhad Naad, the eternal sound of the universe. It is a mystery where the devotee and the divine become one, lighting a lamp that illuminates the entire cosmos. Are you ready to dissolve the duality? Are you ready to offer your soul to the Supreme? Welcome to the unknown, mysterious mystery of divine romance with God. Let the realization begin.
Today's spiritual discourse is Unknown Mysterious Mystery of Divine Romance with God. We will try to know this. First of all, it is important for us to understand what romance is. Romance is a play of love, a game of love. This game can be real and it can also be a show. Divine love can be divided into three categories. The first category is physical. In this comes the love play of man and woman. The second category is the feeling of Saguna divine love or love with form. And the third category is the feeling of Nirguna divine love. The best category is the feeling of formless divine love. You can feel this only by reaching the state of consciousness. When a person engages in love play with his beloved, he offers her flowers, offers her gifts. He can do formal love and he can also do real love. He can also confuse the beloved. If he confuses her, then this is not love, this is a state of lust. That is why it is said, romance without love is lust. If a lover engages in love play with the beloved and there is no love in his heart, then this is his state of lust, this is his sensuality. In this world, if you experience deeply, then this is romance without love only, and romance without love is a lust, a sensual tendency. Many devotees also, they do not have any love for God. They also do everything out of formality. They will perform the prayer ceremony, they will offer flowers to God to show society. They will break coconuts in the temple, while love and devotion in their heart is zero. This is done only to confuse oneself and that society. This is only ritual, outwardly it is only a show, which has nothing to do with devotion. That is why after doing all this, when a person keeps doing this for many years, he thinks that he did so much, but God is still not giving him any wealth and God is giving him pain. He does not understand from his heart that God is not hungry for a person's gifts. How many coconuts you broke has no effect on God. How many times you performed the prayer ceremony, how many flowers you offered, all these objects were created by God only, and you spent your wealth to offer God to God. Until there is feeling in your heart for God, until there is attachment, until there is love, then understand that you are very far from God. Jesus Christ has said in very clear words, "Love is God, God is love." Only if you love Him from the depth of your heart, can devotion come into your heart, faith can come, and after that knowledge can descend, otherwise it remains only a ritual. The word love is made up of 4 letters, L-O-V and E. The meaning of L is listening. If you love God, if there is love for God in your heart, then you will listen to His voice, His hymns, His songs with great faith, and you will listen with such faith that just by listening, tears come to your eyes. This will remain a formal action. The second letter is O. O means observation, or being a witness. The purpose of looking is not that you are looking outside, but to experience that witness inside you who sees everything. That is why love is called God. Your vision should remain on that witness who is seeing everything. You are seeing only the scene with your eyes, but you do not sense who is the viewer behind your eyes. He is the witness, He is your consciousness, He is the soul, He is God. When you sense this, only then will you be able to feel that love is God, otherwise you will not sense this. The third letter comes, V. Venture, meaning to be one. When you listen to the voice of God, experience Him as a witness within yourself, then the third state comes, venture. Meaning you want to live with Him, you want to be one with God. When this state comes, only then will you have the sense of God. Then you will feel with God that you are one, there is no difference between you and God. The fourth letter is E. Evolution, meaning to bloom. The purpose of evolution here is to bloom. Just as when a flower blooms, its fragrance spreads in the universe, and when you become one with God, then nothing will feel good to you except God. You would want to listen only to the song of God, would want to listen to the voice of God, would want to see God as a witness within yourself, and would want to live only with Him. Apart from Him, nothing in this world will look good to you. When this becomes your state, then your evolution will happen. Knowledge will evolve within you, faith will evolve, devotion will evolve, and like a flower, your fragrance, the fragrance of your devotion will start spreading all around. Understand this love deeply, this is God's love. If you know about physical love, when a person loves a beloved, his state is also the same. He listens to everything she says, gets her good clothes so that she looks beautiful to him and also looks beautiful to society. His observation comes on beauty. Then he likes to live only with her, his venture happens with her, and then both evolve and in their divine family, a new flower can be born. If in this state the flower that comes will truly bring love for both. Its origin will not be from lust, its origin will be from love, and the flower of love will also give you joy in life, and from that you will feel happiness, that will become your life. The flower brought from lust, you will only experience pain from it throughout life. So the relation of love is with physical life and also with meeting God. The states are different but the vision is one. The Saguna love for God, or love with form, Madhvacharya developed this. It spread so much. In Saguna love, the devotee wants to lose himself. That is why temples of God are built everywhere in this world. This is the symptom of Saguna devotion. In the time of Shankaracharya, Saguna devotion was very widespread. Mandal Mishra's question and answer method continued with Shankaracharya for a long time, but in the end, Mandal Mishra could not bring the method of becoming one with God before the devotee, could not explain to Shankaracharya, so in the end Mandal Mishra became a disciple of Shankaracharya. The devotee lives in duality with God. The devotee remains separate, God remains separate. The devotee worships God, adores Him, and when he drowns deep in devotion, his state becomes like ice turning into water. And to become steam from water, the devotee has to make a lot of effort, and until he goes into the Nirguna form, or formless state, it is not possible for him to be one with God in the form of consciousness. The formless state is actually the twilight time, just as we do evening prayers and only after that the sun rises, so the state of devotee and God is the state of twilight time. And after that when the light of God happens, consciousness develops inside him, only then can he be one with God. But this is also a very great state. You are well aware that Valmiki was a bandit in his time, and when his meeting happened with Lord Narada, Narada asked, "Why are you wasting your life? Whatever you do for your family cannot be partners in your karma with you." He went to his home, asked his parents, asked his wife, asked his children, but no one agreed to be a partner in his sin. Then coming to Narada, he asked for forgiveness from Narada, and then on Narada's saying he started chanting the name of Ram. He could not even say Ram because he was a notorious bandit, he could only say Mara, and saying Mara he became so dissolved that after Mara, Ram came out of his mouth, and as soon as Ram came out, he became one with God. In his matted hair, on his body, ants made their home. When Narada came back after many years, he heard only the sound of Ram. Valmiki was not seen anywhere in the forest. Then Narada sensed, he is inside the ants of this soil, the voice is coming from here. Then Narada took him out from there and showed the path of meeting God. Becoming one with God, Valmiki built his ashram. He spent his life in remembrance of God, and a time came when he woke up in the morning and saw male and female birds in front of him. He saw them lamenting in love. Just then a hunter killed the female bird with an arrow. When Valmiki saw this, merged in devotion to God, his eyes filled with tears. Tears came into his eyes and Sanskrit verses came out of his mouth. Then Valmiki was also surprised, Sanskrit verses are coming out of my mouth in the fire of my separation with the God, only because of devotion to God. Then Lord Brahma came to him and Lord Brahma gave him blessings and said, "You have become so merged in Ram devotion, you write the life of Ram." Then he composed the Valmiki Ramayana, and he composed the Valmiki Ramayana when Ram was not even born. Because of love, because of Saguna devotion, such divine vision came to him that even before the birth of God, he composed the Valmiki Ramayana. And while composing the Valmiki Ramayana, whenever he wrote any episode, tears would come from his eyes. This is the great talent of Saguna devotion. A great bandit became such a great devotee that he composed the Valmiki Ramayana and composed that Ramayana when Ram had not even come into this world. So this is a great unknown mystery of divine love for God. It is impossible to understand divine love. And only after devotee love, when formless devotion comes, consciousness develops, then the devotee's consciousness becomes one with God, he becomes fully illuminated, only then the voice of God full of love arrives from his mouth. Similarly in the Christian faith, Augustine was a very great priest. He was very talented in childhood. His mother Monica used to study the Bible, but his father had no faith in the Bible. He wanted to make his son a great officer only. Augustine remained in this dilemma. He did not understand, what should I do? The mother was a blind devotee, unable to explain anything, and the father was completely worldly. His state became such that he came in contact with a woman, and without marriage he even had a son. He started hating himself very much. He had reached the lowest state of his life. He did not want to be like his mother and was not moving towards his father. So the glory of God happened that when he reached such a low category of life, then once he heard the holy words of the Bible. He was intelligent since childhood. When he listened deeply, every single word settled inside him. When a person comes to the lower category of life, then he becomes with himself. The voice of the Bible impressed him very much. Then taking the book of the Bible, he studied it and went so deep into every single verse that he was very surprised. Such great knowledge is written in this. My mother used to read it, but she did not have its inner knowledge. When he studied it well, he went to meet his mother. When he met his mother, immediately after meeting, his mother passed away. Then he wrote many books on the Bible, and in the end, in the great church of Italy, which is the Church of Milan, a very big church, for 30 years he remained in the position of high priest, and even today the whole society that believes in Jesus looks at him with great respect, and his books are read with great glory. This is also an unknown mystery of divine love towards God. When God pulls whom towards himself, it is very difficult to sense this. This is all the importance of Saguna devotion. Lord Ramakrishna, as we all know, was such a great devotee of Mother Kali. He had such divine love for Mother Kali that he would offer food to the mother only when he would first consume it himself. When he was asked, "Why do you offer tasted food?" his answer was just this: "I am also a devotee of the mother. I cannot offer any poisonous substance to the mother. First I taste it myself, only then do I offer it to the mother." It is very difficult to understand and explain his divine love. He used to remain so busy in the worship of Mother Kali that he did not even remain conscious of himself. When a lot of time of his life passed in the worship of Mother Kali, passed in Saguna devotion, then an Advait Guru named Totapuri came to him. He said to Lord Ramakrishna, "How long will you stay in this duality devotion? Develop your consciousness with Mother Kali and become one with God." So in answer to this he said just this: "Let me come after asking Mother Kali." So Totapuri said, "If you go to ask Mother Kali, you will not be able to understand anything. You will have to remove Mother Kali from your life." Lord Ramakrishna could not do this. On Totapuri's saying, whenever he sat in meditation, Mother Kali would come. Totapuri also stayed for 2 months but could not separate him from Mother Kali. He told him that, until you go away from Mother Kali, you cannot descend into the devotion of the formless God. Kill Mother Kali. When Totapuri became very worried and the time for him to leave came, then on the last day when Ramakrishna was sitting, he himself took a piece of glass and pressed it on his forehead and told him, "Look, I have killed Mother Kali. Now Mother Kali is not there. Become one with that non-duality." And only after that did he go into such a deep state of meditation. There he went into the state of samadhi or ecstasy, and after that he remained in the state of samadhi or ecstasy by different methods and became one with Ram. He became one in such a way that he used to go into this state of samadhi or ecstasy just by the name of Ram. This was his great state. He came from the journey of Saguna to Nirguna and did a great development of his consciousness. Buddha and Mahavir also merged into great consciousness in the state of void and liberation and could attain the divine love of God. To attain this divine love of God is actually going from Saguna to Nirguna devotion. When you go into the devotion of the formless God, then you become one with the universe, because your birth has happened from the consciousness of the universe. In every single cell of your body, there is the consciousness of Brahma. You only have to develop that consciousness so that it goes back and meets the Brahma consciousness from where it came. When a baby is in the mother's womb, he does not breathe. If you have to meet in the great consciousness, then there should be so much purity inside you that you do not even need to take a breath. When there is no need to take a breath, you will not take a breath, then there will be a void inside you. When there is a void inside you, then the consciousness that has been contained in every cell will come out of the cell in this void and merge into the void. And when the power of consciousness comes into the void, then from your subtle nerve, like the flow of electricity, this same consciousness will go through your Agya Chakra into the Sahasrara, and from the Sahasrara it will go into the universe, and in the universe, the Anhad Naad, the eternal sound, is echoing every moment. And this consciousness which you have developed in the state of meditation, this magnetic power, when the magnetic power goes into the atmosphere of electricity which is Anhad Naad, the eternal sound, then the eternal sound and magnetic power will meet and the lamp of light will burn. The burning of the lamp of light is the great state of samadhi or ecstasy. When one lamp burns, then the second will burn. In this way many lamps will burn. When your consciousness merges in the eternal sound and there is so much light of consciousness, the whole universe will appear to you as full of light. And this is the great surrender of the devotee to God. Coconuts and flowers are born from the earth only. This surrender of the lamp, which you have done by taking your soul power, going into the deep state of meditation, merging it with the power of the great universe and illuminating the universe, you have experienced it yourself too. And when your consciousness comes back from the universe into your body, then it will illuminate every single cell of yours. So you will not remain that person who you were before spiritual practice, in whom the development of consciousness had not happened. When the development of the consciousness of this universe happens within you, then there will be light of God on both sides, inside and outside. And this is the great state. This is the offering from the devotee to the Supreme Soul of divine love for God, from Saguna devotion to Nirguna devotion. A greater offering than this is impossible. This is the great offering that the devotee offers at the feet of God. He lights the lamp of consciousness with the light of his consciousness and performs the prayer ceremony of God with that, and if he does this prayer ceremony daily, then for him there remains no difference between human life and the life of the universe. And this is possible only when you offer yourself in the divine love of God. This is the unknown mysterious mystery of God's divine love. The more you understand this, the less it is. If you go on this method, then you too will be able to light that lamp in the universe which a great devotee has done and which one can do. This is the great state. There cannot be a greater state than this. You only have to establish a void inside yourself. As soon as you establish a void, then from your every cell there will be a flow of the power of consciousness in the form of life force, in the form of vital power. Life force is the magnetic power. And when this magnetic power goes into the universe and becomes one with the eternal sound, then there is great light. This is the light of the universe also and the divine light inside you also, and this is self-realization. May God take us into this self-realization. May divine love come into our hearts and we become one with God and understand this mystery in the form of science, follow it in the form of wisdom and run our life according to this method. Only then can we be fully liberated in our life. So this is our prayer. May God bring us all on this path. Thank you.